With Max Recall's MaxCapture for Trade Invoice, PO-based invoices can be processed automatically by using fingerprinting technology. The vendor is automatically recognized and the subsequent rule set for that invoice is applied. The result is an EDI 810 file that can be loaded into the ERP for processing. MaxCapture is built to handle invoices in bulk, with batches of documents being processed as they are delivered. Only documents that need a verify operator's intervention are held and presented for human review. MaxCapture then gathers relevant header information. For example, using the purchase order number, it will pull in the vendor name and the vendor number based on the ERP information. From there, MaxCapture will collect the invoice number, the invoice date, and the invoice total from the invoice. And that transaction-related information from the ERP is also returned, including the PO type, division number, warehouse ID, and the purchase order status. Line item details are captured with the ability to map line item discounting or multipliers, as well as unit of measure information, with the vendor item ID, quantity, pricing, and line total. Likewise, unit of measure discounting multiplier available. This data is then compared against the purchase order and receiving data, as you can see here. With this, we can individually validate each element against the invoice and our purchase order and check them for a pass-fail. And likewise, we have the ability to set up a line total validation where we're only validating the line total against the invoice line total. Additional features include advanced data mapping, the ability to capture data elements that do not have consistent locations. Using value mapping, the fingerprint can navigate from a consistent value to find the target value using directions. For example, here with invoice total, we'll use the word invoice and we'll navigate 2 fields to the right, 1, 2, save our work, and test for the results. Using a zonal path, the fingerprint can navigate from a consistent value to find the target using X sub Y coordinate differences. For example, taxes here, we'll use the word freight, tax here, and we'll navigate to this value, save, and test. Advanced image fixes for the correction of common OCR problems are also available. For example, despeckling, line removal, dilation, and erosion. And advanced line item fixes. This is the ability to remove lines that are captured in the line item detail via filters. For example, freight information that may be displayed as a line item on the invoice but needs to be added to the header record of the EDI file can be removed from the line item data, and the freight data element can be captured using the advanced data mapping to move it to the header section. After all the data elements are collected by MaxCapture, the workflow rerun is processed so that everything is revalidated and the image moves on to the next invoice in the process.